On this week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown, WWE superstars Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns were part in a fantastic scene. At long last, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, Reigns' previous football team, have spoken out against the episode. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns revealed their surprise decision to join up on last week's Blue Brand broadcast, facing off against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu at the Bad Blood Premium Live event. The stadium of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets was the site of a segment that featured Rhodes and Reigns this week, promoting his support for his old rivals in the face of the bloodline. The original tribal chief also mentioned his intention to return for Cody's undisputed WWE Championship after his feud with the bloodline ended. In a recent statement, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets addressed Roman Reigns' return to the field of his old football team during the SmackDown segment. The pair used X/Twitter to spread a positive message, calling Reigns the head of the table. Dutch Mantel recently said on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Smack Talk that he thought WWE should have used a more straightforward strategy for the sequence between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes on SmackDown. The Stamford-based marketing, according to Mantel, squandered a lot of time on the piece they created. At the WWE Bad Blood Premium Live event, it will be fascinating to see whether Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes will triumph over Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Roman Reigns is one of the most influential figures in the sport of professional wrestling. In the time after he introduced himself as the Tribal Chief, Reigns established himself as one of the most dominant figures in the world of professional wrestling. But Reigns returned to WWE SmackDown with a bang, startling fans with his triumphant comeback after a short layoff that had them wondering about his future. An exciting time for both the WWE Universe and a group of longtime NXT talents called the Yellow Jackets, who had been waiting for their chance to shine, was the return. Finally breaking their quiet after weeks of stillness, the Yellow Jackets unleashed their full fury upon hearing of Reigns' return. Roman Reigns' influence on WWE since becoming the head of the table must be understood before diving into the Yellow Jacket declaration. For a number of years, Reigns has been WWE's undisputed champion. By taking his persona to a new level of intensity and narrative in 2020, he revitalized his career and WWE's product. As soon as he joined forces with Paul Heyman and the Bloodline plot drew in viewers from all over the globe, Reigns became SmackDown's main attraction. Reigns was almost unbeatable because to his record-setting Universal Championship reign and the air of invincibility that surrounded him. Fans weren't the only ones who took note of his return from SmackDown after his hiatus, as the anticipation for his comeback had only grown. A developing clique inside WWE known as the Yellow Jackets also had an opinion on the matter. Although they made a splash when they first appeared in WWE, the Yellow Jackets never quite made it to the main event level. They created with the intention of shaking things up and injecting new life into SmackDown, and they consisted of former NXT stars. Like the insects they represent, the Yellow Jackets are known for their tenacity and ruthless aggressiveness. The Yellow Jackets, under the direction of the magnetic Marcus Steele, caused a stir with their aggressive approach, but they were soon eclipsed by Roman Reigns' dominating streak and the continuing bloodline narrative. Main eventers have long dominated WWE's top-tier programming, making it difficult for them to break through, despite their skill and passion. Their ascent was impeded because frustration among the group was heightened as Reigns' hold over the WWE landscape became even more rigid. There was a noticeable upheaval in the WWE Universe after Roman Reigns' unexpected return to SmackDown. By abruptly ending a joyous promo and re-establishing his power, he ruined what was supposed to be a crowning moment for another WWE star. When word got out that Reigns was making a triumphant return to the organization, the fans' emotions ranged from elation to terror. His reappearance, however shocking, served as a rallying cry for the Yellow Jackets. In an exclusive interview with WWE's Digital Crew, the Yellow Jackets finally spoke up over Reigns' comeback after weeks of being relatively silent in WWE's narrative hierarchy. When discussing the Tribal Chief and the implications of his return for their future, the gang, and Marcus Steele in particular, did not hold back. Marcus Steele, along by other members of the Yellow Jackets, spoke to Roman Reigns face-to-face for the first time since his comeback in an intense and passionate conversation. A cloud has been thrown over WWE by Roman Reigns for far too long. I will not dispute that his rule and domination are remarkable. However, the reign of every monarch eventually ends. Dynasties come and go. The Yellow Jackets are here to ensure that his time is up, Steele remarked, his passion shown via his flaming eyes. The Yellow Jackets would not be playing second fiddle any longer. Steele made that plain while still recognizing Reigns' respect as a competitor. We have persisted. As we saw Roman ascend to the top position and establish his own kingdom on SmackDown, we waited for our chance to shine. However, a fresh swarm is on its way, and our purpose here is not to seek approval. We're here to take over, Steele proclaimed, drawing a clear line in the sand. The Yellow Jackets' dissatisfaction at being disregarded was a major theme in their message. The group has been captivating audiences with their in-ring performances and magnetic personalities for months, and now they're on the verge of stardom. But as the bloodline narrative progressed, they were left out in the cold. "We've been fighting tooth and nail for our chance," said Jackson Cole, another Yellow Jacket. "As soon as we believe we've made a breakthrough, the attention returns to Roman. I don't want to seem harsh, but he has certainly earned his position. For many WWE superstars, like Cole, waiting in line while Reigns dominated the main event scene is an excruciating ordeal. The Yellow Jackets have shown that they will not sit around longer. They are determined to do something now." The declaration of the Yellow Jackets was most unexpected when Marcus Steele brought up the concept of Reigns' invincibility. A statement from Steele was made on the widespread belief that Roman Reigns is unbeatable. "However, here at the Yellow Jackets, we could care less about your identity. The Tribal Chief, the Bloodline, and anyone else can't frighten us. In order to claim what is rightfully ours, including removing Roman from his throne, we have arrived at WWE." Despite its audacity, Steele's assertion has started to rumble throughout the WWE universe. By casting themselves as Reigns' first serious adversary since his comeback, the Yellow Jackets sent a strong message that they were prepared to support their rhetoric with deeds. With Roman Reigns' homecoming now behind them, the WWE Universe is left to wonder whether a matchup between the Tribal Chief and the Yellow Jackets is certain to happen. Thanks to their audacious declaration, the Yellow Jackets have laid the groundwork for a rivalry on SmackDown that might change the course of the show. Roman Reigns' reign is supposedly drawing to a close, and Marcus Steele and his group have made it plain that they will not sit on their hands any longer. In contrast to Reigns, who has deftly defended himself against challenges from some of WWE's greatest names, the Yellow Jackets are emblematic of a new breed of youthful superstars, ambitious, eager, and risk-taking. They may pose the greatest challenge to Roman Reigns' reign thus far because to their combination of ring prowess, emotion, and annoyance. The statements made by the Yellow Jackets have already caused a stir among WWE fans who are anxious to see new competitors break Reigns' dominance in the main event. Following the interview, social media was alive with emotions, with many speculating that the Tribal Chief may be deposed by the Yellow Jackets. "They're talented and motivated," a supporter wrote. "Roman better watch his back." While another added, "The Yellow Jackets are finally getting their moment, and I'm here for it." The Yellow Jackets are ready to act as Roman Reigns reclaims his SmackDown domination. Their incessant bickering and blazing rhetoric hint to an impending showdown. Who knows whether the Yellow Jackets will be able to topple the Tribal Chief, but either way, they are no longer content to sit on their hands. They've zeroed in on WWE's most powerful figure, and are prepared to hurt him. While Roman Reigns' return has undeniably restored his power, it has also brought to light a fresh and potentially harmful risk. Get ready for a major shakeup in the WWE, because the Yellow Jackets are on their way.